Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to share my story about my childhood. Okay, so I was born in Seoul, Jakarta, for about 44 years ago. Okay, at the time I was just a little boy living in a poor family. Okay, so in short, in 1980, when I was 7 years old, I moved from South to East Jakarta. At that time, my dad worked as a TV RI journalist. So he brought us a little bit house and home, right? And he gave us sufficient food, and I felt so happy at the time. So my childhood in the East Jakarta, in a region full of happiness. We're not rich family, we're not fancy family, but we feel enough and happy. That's the point. Okay. So then, at the age of 10 years old, in 1984, at the time, I still remember that Van Halen, the American rock band, brought the new music and I like it, and my father changed the plan. He brought us to the new brand house in East Jakarta, but bigger house than before. Okay, at the time I was 10 years old, and then I have two little sisters, right? Both of them are girls. Okay, so the five of us, me, my parents, and my two sisters, we moved to a bigger house at the time. It was 2 years before I went to boarding school in Seoul, Jakarta. Okay. So during my teens at the time, for about the next 2 years, I moved to Seoul, Jakarta. My dad sent me to boarding school because I was a bit of naughty boy at the time. I fought a lot. Okay, sometimes street fighting, but I didn't do the drugs. No, until now, I didn't even drink any alcohol. Just fighting, just punch the face, right? Then, after finishing my 2 years of SMP, I moved to the private high school at the time in East Jakarta. So my high school close to the heavy metal high school. A lot of people have long hair at the time. It's like the 1980s metal schools, called RCs or Biography. It's only for 1 year because at the time I was a little bit wild and rebel. Okay. Then I moved to the state school in Pondok Bambu. So for the next 2 years, right, when I moved to state school, I got a lot of better grades. My social sciences a little bit improved. My English is a little bit have enhancement. I felt happy because at the time I felt the monkey love with a pretty lady at the time. It was the first time I crushed on a female. However, after 2 years in state high school, I felt like after finish, I need to continue my study, right, into diploma degree. However, my God at the time, the God took my father. He died at the age of 48 when I was 18. So at the time, I was still 18. I had no father. He's got heart attack, right, and other complicated disease like kidney failure, right, lungs failure because he was a smoke addict. He smoked more than 2 or 3 packs a day. So from that moment, I swear to God that I will never ever, put a cigarette into my mouth. Okay. Then after 1 year of my father, I continued my study to D3 diploma degree. Then not far from my house, after I finished my D3, I moved to my S1 to State University, Ikip Negeri in Rawamangun. So I finished my S1 in 3 years. However, at the time, I felt like I need to move on. I need a woman in my life. At the time, between 30 or 31, I felt like I need to find a wife, a soulmate. Why? Because I was lonely, right? So I was 30. It's time to make a family of my life. Okay. Then, at the age of 32, after I finished my S1, I worked in the Antara News Agency near Monas, right? Then I met this black, sweet TV reporter. Oh God, I look at her in the eyes. It was the first love. I felt like, ooh la la, I just wanna, God. She was like a black princess. I couldn't stop looking at her, but I had to control her. So after a few weeks, few months, I was dating her. I look at her, honey, I want to propose you. Okay then, it's only for 6 months. I brought my, my troopers, the Bodrek troopers to her house in Menteng Street. Then after that, I proposed her and she became my wife when I was 32 and a half. Okay, and then the next 1 year, okay, I got my first kid, and then the next 3 years I got my first kid, and then the next 10 years when I'm about 40, I got 3 kids, I got my own house, and then I finished my S2. Now I am level 4. I feel so happy and complete. Please give me a big applause, everyone.